Hail Metal Nation, it is I, Tim, that is Matt, and that is Doug. And it is time to finally finish the metalness of the flags of Africa. So, have some of your highlights been thus far? We're 2/3 of the way through the continent.
Personally, my highlights have been both former Portuguese colonies, Angola and Mozambique. I think they know how to make some flags in those former Portuguese colonies, and I hope to see more of the same now that we're in the last third of the continent.
I seem to remember Egypt having a flag consistent with the vibes Egypt would like to send.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah. I wonder if this Portuguese metalness thing will hold up. So let us continue where we left off, if I can remember how to do that. Let's see. This? Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
This is Namibia. All right. So again, we are reading these poorly written descriptions of these flags. However, for Namibia, this one is so poorly written, there's nothing there. So I'm going to read from Wikipedia.
All right. Okay.
Flag of Namibia consists of a red bend edged in two white bands with a blue upper triangle charged with an 12-ray yellow sun and green lower triangle. Even the Wikipedia is
and
shit on
12-ray yellow sun?
Charged with an 12. So clearly it used to say an amber sun or something like that, but it says with an 12-ray yellow sun and green lower triangle. Adopted on 1st 1990 upon independence from South Africa. There you go. All right.
Oh, you skip part of there.
What?
Never mind.
Okay, so let's go ahead and it doesn't say the red represents blood and war like all the others, so that's no good. The sun's in the sky. No, this is a pleasant day. This isn't metal at all. At all. It's I don't know, it's a 2. It's a 2 calm and serene.
Well, I have scrolled a little further down the Wikipedia page to discover the symbolism thing. So red represents Namibia's most important resource. What's that, Tim?
Chicken?
It's people.
Oh.
It refers to their heroism and their determination to build a future of equal opportunity for all. The white represents peace, unity, tranquility, and harmony. So those 4 things, but only 2 stripes. Green is vegetation. Blue is the clear Namibian sky, not the other country's skies, but just Namibia's. And the Atlantic Ocean, the country's precious water resources, and rain. And the golden sun is life and energy. And the 12 rays, I guess these little triangle guys are rays, represent the 12 ethnicities of Namibia, which make up most of the population. Not all of them, though, but a lot of them.
Well, there you go.
I'm
sticking with the 2.
It's a very cookie cutter flag. It looks like a fake flag, like if you were playing like Civilization 2, this might be a flag you would see there. It's not bad. It's not great. It's a 3.
There's nothing offensive about it. It's like a landscape picture that you take at a Dutch angle. Like,
yeah.
I do like that aspect. So that's good enough for a 3.
All right, next. Niger.
Oh.
The flag of the African country Niger, which has been adopted a year before gaining its independence in 1959. All right, how does that work?
Wait a minute.
Consists of 3 horizontal stripes in orange, white, and green colors. Moreover, in the middle of the white stripe, an orange circle is placed. Symbolism of colors is used as follows. Red represents the Sahara Desert in the north. That's orange to me.
That's orange. Sorry, my brother.
White stands for purity, green for hope, or Nigerian?
Nigerian,
Well, Nigerian and Nigerian are spelled the same way.
That's why you gotta say it all Frenchy. Nigerian.
That's gotta get confusing. Vegetation.
Well, how do they say it? Because they might take the French out.
No, they definitely use the French.
Nigerian vegetation in the southern parts of the country. Orange circle is to commemorate the bright sun illuminating the local rivers and landscape. The 3 stripes also represent the 3 main regions of the country. The color variation may remind the flag of the Ivory Coast, which was, as well as Niger, colonized by the French.
You know, it does remind the flag of the Ivory Coast.
Is the flag actually square?
It's not quite a square, but it's approaching squareness.
According to Wikipedia, its proportions is 6 by 7. So that's annoyingly almost square.
This looks like someone, I don't want to say it's AI because it's too simple to be AI, but it looks like someone's like, I need to design a flag. And it just pulled some aspects of the Japanese flag and the Irish flag and it doesn't work. And Namibia has it right. The sun is in the sky. The sun isn't in the middle. So I can't score this very high. There's nothing metal about it. Except for the possibility of the desert being, metal for the death it brings. So I'm going to go with a 2.
Is this meant to be 2 different colors? Is this because they reference red and orange?
Yeah, but they also can't write English for shit. So
yeah, I mean, it's definitely the same color for the circle and the stripe.
I don't actually. I like the fronting ratio, and then it looks kind of like a desert mirage.
Oh, that's appropriate.
Yeah, I actually kind of like this. It's a solid 4.
Okay, I'm going to give this a 5 because I like everything Doug just said. And then I'm going to add this factoid. The flag's traditional portrayal with an unusual 6-7 ratio is of unknown significance and is not used consistently by the Nigerian government. The ratio is not explicitly specified in the Constitution. So there you go. So it's so metal. They just do this for no reason. No one knows why. Inconsistently. That's worth a metal point.
Yeah, I go up to a 6, actually, on the basis of that fact.
I'm going to go down to a 1 because it sounds like they're just making shit up, and that's jazz. That's not metal.
Oh, that's not metal.
All right, next is Nigeria.
Nigeria.
The Nigerian flag was adopted after gaining independence from Britain in 1960. The flag was chosen in 1959 for more than 200 drafts, and the winning designer was a student from the city Ibadan, Michael Taiwo. Originally, the flag consisted of 3 vertical stripes, 2 green on the sides and 1 white in between. Yeah, that's what they still have. What's going on? These descriptions just get worse as we go. Moreover, there was a red sun in the middle of the white stripe, but it was omitted later on, so only 3 stripes remained till nowadays.
The Japan Sioux.
The flag.
It had like rays coming out of it too. It's actually a very nice flag.
Well, they're still fighting Bangladesh, but that's another episode. The flag should evoke the river Niger undulating between the greenery, but it's not undulating. All right.
It is.
Of Nigerian fields and forests. Another interpretation says that green refers to the agricultural tradition of Nigeria. White stripe represents peace. 1.
Huh. Really?
There's nothing. There's just some green.
I mean, Nigeria is a big country. It's somewhat like a regional powerhouse. And I think, you have to give some metalldom to an understated flag when you're a big country. It's the 6th most populous country in the world. I like the fact that the designer of the flag spent the rest of his life known as Mr. Flagman. So that's worth a point. Sometimes you don't need to work too hard to make a good flag. I dislike that they took out the sun. But it's a 4. There's worse flags out there. And this flag is at least very clearly Nigeria.
I don't know. It just looks like something you'd see at a bar on St. Patrick's Day. Like generic decor. But I actually find that persuasive, and I do think strong countries, prosperous countries, maybe don't need as many things on their flag. It's a sign of confidence. So it's a 3.
All right, next. Reunion.
Wow.
All right. Once again, there's no description. So Wikipedia says, doesn't say much, actually. It's unofficial flag used by several local authorities. Thanks for that. All right, so what it is picture a pyramid, blue sky, and at the top of the pyramid is emitting beams of light in various directions. That's the flag.
So, Tim, what if I told you that this red pyramid actually symbolized Reunion's biggest volcano?
Hell yes. Designed in 1974 by Guy Pignolet with the help of Jean Fink and Didier Fink, who called it Lo Mahaveli, but it really started to be promoted once the ignition. So this is a fake flag. It's underappreciated. It is, it's radiant, raw power of nature. This is pretty metal. This is a 9 for me.
Yeah, this is very metal. I'm going to give it an 8. The only deduction is because it looked like it might be fan art from the Stargate series. So I can't go much further than an 8. But this is a good unofficial flag. Make it official, people of Réunion.
It's got the colors of the Black Sabbath Born Again album cover.
It does.
And then a pyramid, which is strong and metal at the same time, especially
Very
the
irony.
light kind of bursting out. Yeah, it's a 9.
Rwanda.
Well, we did this already.
Oh, we didn't.
It's like a sun and a stripe. And,
This one's slightly different.
Oh.
Flag of Rwanda is composed of 3 unequal horizontal stripes in blue, yellow, and green colors. In the upper right corner of the flag, untraditionally positioned yellow sun is placed. That's what it says.
True.
Flag has been adopted in 2002 as a reminder of the genocide that took place in the last century, during which more than 1 million members of the tribe Tutsi was brutally murdered. Blue color on the flag, designed by Rwandan artist Alphonse Kirimobbenesi, represents peace. Yellow color symbolizes hope for better tomorrows. The green color expresses prosperity of the country and its natural resources. The previous flag was originally identical with the flag of Guinea. Thus, Rwanda had been forced to add a capital letter R on its flag. I forgot about that. Yeah. So the old flag was Guinea's flag with an R on it. Yeah, this is pretty metal. They made the sun spikier. Spikier is always good.
I like the spiky sun.
They say it's unequal. I can't really. I feel like the bottom 2 stripes are equal. This is a sun in the sky, but they put the sun in the wrong place, and it symbolizes all the death. This is far more metal than the other flag with the sun. So I'm gonna go 6 on the.
It is an interesting flag. It is a transgressive flag. I like the color. It's definitely better than just the flag of Guinea with an R on it. So I'm gonna say that this is a 6.
Yeah, I like the sun in the wrong place. I like the uneven stripes. Yeah, it's a 7, but it's not that metal. It's a 6.
Ooh, triple 6s.
Yes, maybe it's more metal than we thought.
All right. This is Saint Helena, Ascension, and Tristan da Cunha. All right, once again, there's no description. So, flag, going to Wikipedia. The flag of Saint Helena. Is it Helena or Helena?
I think it's Helena.
Helena consists of a blue ensign defaced with the shield from the British Overseas Territories Coat of Arms. Adopted in 1984, shortly after granted a new coat of arms, it has been the flag since. St. Helena's flag is similar to the flags of 8 other British Overseas Territories, which are also blue ensigns with their respective coats of arms. Now, it's very important to describe what's on this coat of arms.
Very much so.
All right. So, what bird is that?
I think it's a frigate bird.
Well, the frigate is bottom. See, because it's also a boat.
Oh, let me look at the coat of arms.
I found it.
Oh, huh. A wire bird?
The the coat of arms features a shield with the top third showing the national bird, the St. Helena plover,
Oh,
locally known as a wire bird due to its thin legs.
Oh,
Stylized, but with its unmistakable head pattern. The bottom 2/3 depict a coastal scene of the island, a 3-masted sailing ship with the mountainous island to the left. The coastal scene is taken from the colonial seal of the colony and shows the flag of England flying from the ship.
it looks like it's about to run into them rocks.
Yeah. All right. So there is peril in this. There's a bird that they're proud of for some reason. The seas are rough. The island is rocky. This coat of arms is metal as fuck. Now, if the whole flag was that, that'd be great. But sadly, it's not. But they are doing we're part of this team of overseas territory, so I'm not going to penalize it too much. I'm going to, just for the sailing ship alone, that's a 5. Rough seas, rocky shore, that's a 6, 7. It's a 7. All right, minus half a point for the bird and minus another half a point for de-emphasizing it. So it's a 6.
Yeah, this would be. Go ahead, Doug.
This is a British territory, but isn't it a U.S. Air Force base?
No, not this one. Not this one. I mean, I guess a little bit, but not really.
All right, because that could impact Tim's score.
Yeah. No. This is just a.
Oh, if it's Air Force base, I'm going to divide by 2.
That's on the other side. This is in the Atlantic.
Yeah, no, I think we can, because didn't the British have to get our permission to use it to bomb the Falklands with the Vulcans?
Yeah.
This is not a Star Trek episode.
It's possible. Steel, flax. Okay. We did build an airport, but no military use was made of St. Helena except for the maintenance of its defenses. No, I think this is a lamer island, I believe.
I like these franchise flags personally. I like the bird. I like the ship. I like the aesthetic consistency and the appropriate amount of thought put into the whole scheme. So it's a 7.
Okay, so I like everything you said. I'm going to give it a 5.5. There is space tracking from this island. The bird, unfortunately, is killed by a lot of things, including cats, rats, other birds, and off-road vehicles. So it's not a very metal bird. So that's kind of dragging down its score. But it is a 5.5. Good effort. Like Doug, I like the franchise effort. The seal is definitely metal. It would be even more metal without the little bird. Or maybe if the tiny little bird was just standing on the rocks looking at the ship like, oh shit, they're about to crash. It could be improved, but it's not that bad.
Right, and the ship doesn't have its sails down. I think is a risky move right next to those rocks.
Well, they don't want to be blown into the rock. All right, moving on. Sao Tome and Principe. The islands, Sao Tome and Principe are located in the Gulf of Guinea, and its flag has been adopted in 1975. It consists of 3 horizontal stripes, 2 green on the top and at the bottom, and a yellow one in the middle. In the left part of the flag, a red wedge is placed. Moreover, the yellow stripe bears in its center 2 black stars that represent both islands. The selected colors have traditional Pan-African interpretation. Black color represents the African people, green vegetation of the island, yellow stands for the sun, and red is to commemorate the efforts spent on achieving independence. The islands were under Portuguese rule until 1975, and the current flag has been inspired by the flag of the movement for independence. Flag. Those stars look awfully pointy to me.
Clarifying question. Are the black stripes, is that part of the flag?
No.
Flag is green at the edge.
It's got a widescreen ratio. Okay.
Right. This is a fresh take on the same motif, which is staying with the classic and making it a little pointier and better. That's a pretty metal thing to do. So, for me, this one is a 6 again. That's 3 6s in a row.
We did like black stars previously. Yeah, I give it a 6. I agree.
Yeah, it's a 6.
All right, next up is Senegal. The flag of Senegal, which has been adopted in 1960, is composed of 3 vertical stripes of green, yellow, and red colors. Moreover, in the middle of the central yellow stripe, a green 5-pointed star is located. The colors are typical Pan-African, where the green indicates the lush vegetation of the country as well as the Muslim religion. Yellow stands for sunshine, arts, and welfare, and red to bloodshed in the struggles for independence of the country. The tricolor is also derived from the French tricolor, as Senegal was a French colony until 1960. The green star symbolizes openness to the other 5 continents. Originally, Senegal used to share one flag with Mali, which bore the symbol of Kanaga.
Yeah, the little stick figure guy.
Yep. This is another remix of the same, same deal. I think it's more successful than others. It's not as successful as Sao Tome, so I am going to go with a 4.5 on here.
Now, it would be dangerously close to a remix of the Ghanaian flag, but I think a black star here would have been much better than the green star. Like the green star, I don't know, it looks a little washed out to me. Maybe if it had like a border or something, but there just seems something off about the green star. If you're yellow-green colorblind, it's invisible.
What about this? What about, those illusions where you stare at one picture for a while and then look at another picture? Maybe they're doing that. So if you look at this flag long enough, then look at one of the many other tricolors, like, oh shit, that's Senegal too.
Okay, they could be doing that. I don't know. Maybe the green star on the red would have looked better. I don't know. It's 5. It's a totally fine flag.
Yeah, I concur. It's kind of like the French flag with a sunburn filter applied. Sun fade and then a star. And I think it's a good look. Oh, 5.
You two are more generous than I am in general, it appears.
We're
At least
generous.
today. The Seychelles.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
The flag of Seychelles has been adopted in 1996 and consists of 5 rays expanding from the lower corner of the left part of the flag. The color sequence of the stripes from left to right is as follows: blue, yellow, red, white, and green. I don't know why. All right. These colors are meant to symbolize a fresh and courageous approach to this young country towards the future. The blue color represents the sea, and that's why it's on the left. I guess. Yellow stands for the local sharp sun rays. Red symbolizes the people and their determination to work hard for the country's future. White traditionally represents harmony and social justice, and green, earth and the environment. The color spectrum also contains colors of every Seychelles political party.
All right.
This flag evokes, explosion, static. It's radiating. So this is more metal than the other. However, it is awfully inclusive, and metal pretends to be inclusive, but isn't. So, I'm gonna split the difference. It's more metal than Sao Tome's. That's been my barometer for the last couple of flags. Just the slashiness of the design alone makes it pretty metal, because they've broken tradition while maintaining tradition. So I'm gonna go with a 6.
It's interesting. I'll certainly give it that. Like many of my favorite metal acts, it's at first impressive and then slowly seems more and more ridiculous. So that's worth at least 3 metal points. I like the transgressive aspect of making the points vanish in a place that a flag would usually droop. So as impressive as the effect is laid out, you would almost always lose that effect when it's actually on a pole. That seems kind of metal too. Like a lot of effort and work going into something that's almost unintelligible to the uninitiated observer. So yeah, I'm going to give this a 7.
It's a 6. It's bold. It's pointy. It's affronting, but it's really more prog or space rock than metal.
Okay.
Obviously, Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
The flag of Sierra Leone has been adopted in 1961 when the country achieved independence from the Great Britain.
The Great Britain.
The flag consists of 3 horizontal stripes. A green one is located at the top, white one in the middle, a blue one at the bottom. Green symbolizes the lush vegetation's mountain. Agricultural color stands for peace and unity. The blue stripes reminds of the Atlantic Ocean, which washes the shore. This color combination was probably inspired by the National Coat of Arms. Sierra Leone has relatively mountainous profile, especially in the northeastern part of the country. That is why the literal translation of the country's name means, anyone?
The mountain, Lion Mountain?
Lion Mountains.
Yeah, woo!
Nice. Yeah, this flag sucks. It's a 1.
I don't think it's a 1. I'm going to give it a 4 because out of all the West African flags we've seen, this is one that dares to be different. Except for Liberia. But still, this is a pretty nice flag. I appreciate what they're trying to do here. I think the colors are pretty.
You make a good point. It's boring, but it's not like all the others. So I'm gonna triple my score, so it's a 3.
I mean, it could have been the flag of Guinea with an SL on it.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Next up is Somalia. Now, it'd be really funny if I had put skull and crossbones here.
Oh, because of pirate. I see what
Right.
I see what.
Yeah, that would have been great. But I didn't. All right. Somalia. The flag of Somalia, which has been adopted by southern Somalia in 1954, consists of a light blue sheet with a white 5-pointed star in its center. The blue color refers to the United Nations, which managed part of Somalia for many years. Each tip of the star represents one of the areas where Somalis live today. The areas are northern and southern Somalia, northern Kenya, southern Ethiopian, and Djibouti. The flag has been adopted in the period of the Italian governance. It's a good governance, and its layout is reminiscent of the Vietnamese flag. The white color of the star also indicates peace and prosperity. Symbolism is of great importance for Somalia as a country ravaged by a series of war and coups. Yeah, I get that they're trying to pay tribute to the UN. Took the UN flag and took off the complicated part and star. Yeah, it's not metal, but it's not metal. So I'm going to go with the 3.
Hey, you're right. It is a 3. I'm going to give it an extra point just because apparently public display of this flag is strictly prohibited in the unrecognized country of Somaliland. So if someone's prohibiting your flag, in most but not all cases, that's pretty metal. So I'm going to give that extra point and give it a 4.
I agree with a 4. It's especially for use within the continent and region. It's very contrasty to everything else you see.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it serves it well, and I appreciate the simplicity.
Nice. All right, next one, South Africa. The flag of South Africa was adopted after the first elections and the end of apartheid in 1994. This is also related to the symbolism of the flag and the letter Y, which stretches from the left to the right side. It indicates the efforts to bring closer the groups separated for so many years, a common future without conflicts. The variety of the colors on the flag stands for the plurality of political and ethnic groups in the country, which is why the flag is sometimes called rainbow flag. Like on the flag of the African National Congress, 3 of these colors are black, green, and yellow. Red, white, and blue represent the Boer republics of the political party Zulu are included. Yeah, this is a good flag. Instantly recognizable.
Yep.
Unique. A Y on it. It's got points everywhere. It's pretty metal. Sure, it could be more metal. They could have put, a Kalashnikov on it. So I'm going to go with a 7.
Right, Tim. This is a 7. And not just because you could kind of squint at this Y and make it look like a 7. Like a swoopy 7. I like the hidden triangles. I like the use of, what is the shape? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like half a parallelogram with like its nose cut off. Yeah, this is a cool flag. I like the geometry. I like the symbolism. 7.
Yeah, and it's they take the momentum of it seriously. It's like they're pushing the English out.
Oh, they're pushing. Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. I didn't even. Yeah, I like it.
Which makes people like Elon Musk uncomfortable, which is a plus. Yeah, it's a 7.
All right, next is South Sudan.
Oh, new
The flag of South Sudan is one of the youngest flags since the state itself has not been formed until 2011. The flag consists of 3 horizontal stripes in black, red, and green colors and a blue wedge on the left side of the flag. The stripes are separated by narrower white stripes, and in the center of the wedge there is a yellow 5-pointed star. Originally, the flag was a symbol of the Sudanese People's Liberation Army, signing of the General Peace Agreement and termination of the Second Civil War. It has been adopted as a national flag. The black color represents the Sudanese nation. Red stands for the bloodshed during the war for freedom. Green signifies fertility of the local land, and blue stands for the river Nile. The yellow star symbolizes the unity of the nations under South Sudan. The light blue detracts from the metalness. There, I said it. It's, if they picked deeper blue or any other color, I think it would have added points. But it reminds me of the Egyptian flag. It was very metal. It's along the Nile. That's metal. So I don't want to penalize it too much, so I'll give it a 5.
I do want to penalize this flag because it is clear plagiarism of the Kenyan flag, except they took off the metal spears and metal shield and put this baby blue triangle there. Plagiarism can be metal, but in this case, I don't think it's as metal as it is. I will give them a 5. They're a young country, so they have time to revise their flag. And they have bigger problems to think of than what flag they should use. But I think this flag is ripe for revision.
I kind of like the flag and the baby blue, which you all will miss whenever they roll out this new Air Force One livery. It's solid 5.
All right, next one is Sudan. The flag of Sudan, which has been adopted in 1970, consists of black colors and a green wedge in the left part of the flag. The flag from the days before the coup in 1970 until blue, yellow, green tricolor. The current flag is very similar to the former flag of Libya, Arab colors to commemorate solidarity towards the other Arab nations. Official symbolism of the colors is as follows. The red stripe represents struggles and bloodshed. The white stands for the Islamic people, peace and love. Black represents Sudan itself, and green symbolizes prosperity and agricultural tradition of Sudan. Yeah, it's the old German flag with the triangle on it. South Sudan without the star. I just have to go based on South Sudan. I'm going to take my South Sudan score and subtract 2 points for no star, but then add in a point again for green instead of blue, because I think it works. But it's a 4.
I'm just going to give it a 4 and move on.
I too am going to give it a 4 and move.
All right. Flying through these now. Tanzania. The flag of Tanzania has been adopted in 1964, and it is composed of blue and green orthogonal triangles in the upper left and lower right corners. The triangles are separated by a black stripe, which is bordered by a narrower yellow stripe. The flag has been inspired by the flags of Tanganyika and Zanzibar, 2 states which merged in order to create Tanzania. The green field is borrowed from the flag of Tanganyika, and it refers to the agricultural tradition in this area and its lush vegetation. Blue reminds the Indian Ocean surrounding Zanzibar. Zanzibar is not an island. The black color represents the original inhabitants of Tanzania, and yellow symbolizes the country's mineral wealth. Minerals literally are metal. So, I like the slashiness. This comes off as Caribbean to me, though. Not so much African. And it might just be the green, yellow, and black next to each other. Still, I'm enjoying this flag because it's got the diagonal stripe. It's got the minerals on it. I'm gonna go with the 6.
This is a very good flag. This is an 8 in my book. I like how it demonstrates you can make a metal ass flag without resorting to Kalashnikovs on your flag. I think this is an incredible flag. You had me at orthogonal triangles, and it just kept getting better. Great flag. Great job, Tanzania.
Yeah, I concur. I especially like the baby blue color and the black slash. It's kind of the inverse of the Judas Priest album orientation, which is a plus. It is an 8.
Next is how I like to order my food to go.
That's
Togo.
That's good shtick.
There's flag of Togo. It's Togo, right?
Togo.
The flag of Togo was designed by Peyi Paul, and it has been adopted in 1960. It consists of 5 horizontal stripes alternating between green and orange-yellow color. In the pole part of the flag, a red square that bears symbol of white 5-pointed star is placed.
That's a good symbol.
Flag. The colors used are of classical Pan-African symbolism. Therefore, it stands for solidarity among all the independent African nations. The flag's design is very similar to the Liberian flag. I think that is, I mean, I maybe superficially, but you know, all the colors are different and the ratio's different. And anyway, 5 lanes allegedly represent the 5 regions of the country: the coast, plateau, the central region, Kara region, and savannas. Another interpretation says the 5 bars indicate 5 fingers, which should symbolize human behavior. Okay. Sure.
I guess.
This is, I feel like this was a draft of the Liberian flag. Nah, you know?
I like it.
What was the political system of Togo in the second half of the 20th century?
They're a republic. They're fairly democratic. They've had 4 presidents since 3. Yeah.
So there's no communist vestiges of a yellow star. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
they're definitely not common. They've had the same president for the past 20 years. But who's to say whether that's a good or bad thing?
Well, it's fine, but it's not very metal.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's not very metal. It's a 3.
Hey,
What did
there
I
an
give the
echo?
flag of Liberia?
You want to see it?
No. What did I
he
give
wants
it?
to know his score.
Paying too close attention. Iberia. You gave it a 5.5, a 6.5, and you gave it a 6.
Yeah, like this is just a limited edition drop of kind of like a palette swap of that flag.
The Digipack.
Yeah, it looks okay. It's a 5.
Ooh.
All right. Next is Tunisia. The flag of Tunisia was adopted in 1835 and has not changed much since then. Red leaf bears the traditional symbols of Islam. Red crescent and 5-pointed star in a white circle, which is meant to symbolize the sun. Wait, if there's a star and a moon in the sun, we're all fucked. These symbols also point to the historical ties to the Ottoman Empire. The flag may resemble the Tunisia was for several centuries dominated by the Turkish, though the moon and stars have a white color in the case of the. Also, there is no white circle. Flag in this form, with slight modifications, exists from the 19th century approximately, so it endured the period of French domination up to gaining. I like that they just ripped off a flag. Like, yeah, common history.
Are they plagiarizing really though? I mean, they've had it since 1853.
Well, I do like that they haven't changed it,
Yeah.
but it's the Turkish, you know?
Well, I mean, they were all once the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah, so I think there's a mix of inflicting, like, this is a good thing and a bad thing. Metalness of this is that it hasn't changed, and that's pretty metal in itself. So that's a 7.5.
Right. No, consistency is very metal. Going through all kinds of different perturbations and yet keeping your same flag. There's definitely some metal there.
We haven't been ruled by the Turks in a long time. Should we change our flag? No.
No. Yeah, okay, that's an 8. That's an 8. El ocho, as they say in Tunisia.
I concur. It's both simple and too complicated at the same time, and then really bold color choices. It's an 8.
All right, next is this.
Hell yes.
Is Los Pollos Hermanos. No, the flag of Uganda was designed in 1962 by Ugandan Minister of Justice Grace Ibingira. It consists of times repeated tricolor of, in total, 6 horizontal stripes of black, yellow, and red color. All right, for people listening to this, that made no sense. It's 6 stripes. It's black, yellow, red, black, yellow. That's what they're trying to say.
Like the German flag just copy pasted.
Yeah, basically.
No, I think it's technically
in a
the
different
Belgian
order.
flag.
Yeah.
In the center of the flag, a crowned crane in a white circle with
yes.
a red comb is shown. Crane is a national bird of Uganda, and it appeared on the national coat of arms already by the time when Uganda was a British colony. The bird is supposed to symbolize progress of the country. The flag has remained unchanged in spite of numerous political changes and upheaval since its adoption. So, yeah, the chicken on this flag has his foot up, too.
I mean, I should like to point out that this chicken of yours is 3 feet tall, has a 6-foot wingspan, and would probably peck the fuck out of you.
It sounds delicious.
Is that is it a helmet, or is that what they call that part of a bird?
No, it has like
the
little
comb.
feathery guys. He feathers.
I think I need to see this bird for real, but before I do, this is great. It's they have broken with tradition. This is striking. Very good branding. You know, from 6 miles away, this is Uganda. So it's pretty metal. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. All right, now let me see this bird. Fuck yes, I love this bird. He's basically got a going on.
This is a metal ass bird. This is a 9 flag. I like the too many stripes. I like the crane. I like how it kind of looks surprised. This is everything I want in a flag. This is perfect. So it gets one less than perfect score.
It's an 8 from me for all the aforementioned reasons, and I do really appreciate how they resisted the temptation to put a border around the white circle.
Yep. All right. Next, Western Sahara, flag of the Sahrawi. Oh man, I cannot say that word. Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, which has been adopted in February 1976, is composed of 3 horizontal stripes in black, white, and green colors. On the pole side of the flag, a red wedge is located, and the central white stripe carries a symbol of a 5-pointed star and crescent. The colors used have traditional pan-Arab character, solidarity among Arab nations. In addition, the red color indicates revolutionary and progressive character of the state. The crescent and the star are traditional symbols of Islam. Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic is only partially recognized state since Morocco is claiming part of the territory.
Yep.
This moon and star look wrong to me.
It's not as good as like the one on Tunisia. Right.
Yeah. So like,
I like it. It's like the star has its shields up.
Like it's fighting against the triangle.
Yeah.
I was thinking it came off more as like Converse, you know, like these the pattern for a Chuck Taylor before they sew it together. The wedge is pretty metal. I don't like the execution of the moon and star. It's pretty good, but it's not that good. It's a 5.
It's a 4. But your reasoning is right.
Yeah, I concur with a 4. No, I do. I like the star and moon on their own, but not. It's just got to paste it in there.
It's like too small too. Again, if we go back here,
and
like
it's not centered, which is fine, but it's too close to being centered to work in that way.
Like, put it in the triangle, make it like go over all three bands, do something with it. It just doesn't, it seems like an afterthought.
This is a good idea, a good time as any to maybe redesign.
Yeah, there you go.
Like a better one here. Yep. And then,
I want to see you draw the star.
yeah, no, I got the star. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you did there.
There we go.
Oh,
All
see,
right.
that looks much better.
And then maybe we could like add Pac-Man because everyone loves Pac-Man.
Oh, people listening have no idea what's going on.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Audio medium. All right, I'm going to leave this up while we go to our next flag, which is...
Oh, no.
That doesn't work at all. Hey, how do I get rid of all this?
I don't know.
Clear all drawings. There you go. Zambia.
Zambia.
What the fuck is going on in this one? Zambia. Flag.
The eagle might have diarrhea.
You know what? I don't have a fart sound on you.
We gotta fix that.
Yeah, we'll do that. I have this one.
We got a great big banner that says Timmy loved Judas Priest.
Okay, that's not a fart at all. All right. The base of a flag of Zambia, which has been adopted in 1964, is composed of a green leaf. The flag is unusual by positioning the other symbols on the right side of the flag. We can find there three stripes. Oh, we can find there three stripes above which
on the left side of the right side of the flag.
Above which is a golden eagle taken from the national coat of arms spreads its wings.
Okay.
The green color reminds of lush vegetation, and eagle stands for the lack of articles in this makes me think it was written by someone who speaks Russian. So I'm like, the green color reminds lush vegetation, and the eagle stands for unfailing hope. The hearts of local people. Red, black, and orange colors were taken from the flag of UNIP Party, UNIP, which led the country during struggles for independence around 1964. Red stands for during. The black represents the African people. The orange color supposedly refers to mineral wealth located in Zambia. This flag is just poorly designed. It's like someone's desktop background and they left space for all the icons on the left, you know? If this was a metal genre, this would be like the goofy power metal. This would be the pirate metal that has long overstayed its welcome. This would be rap metal. This is awful too. They tried to be different, which is why it's not a 1.
Now, some comments. I don't necessarily dislike stuff on the right side of the flag, but I feel like here it's not really working for me. Also, Tim, did you mention that the eagle is an African fish eagle?
That's not what this said.
Well, according to Wikipedia, it is. And actually, on a colonial version of the flag, the eagle has a fish in its little paws there. So if the eagle had a fish in its talons, I think that would do substantial good for this flag. It just feels weirdly like unbalanced. I like the idea. I don't like the execution. 3.
It feels like the eagle has just dropped off another country's flag, kind of like fluttering down in the frame. It's kind of creative. Eagles are, of course, quite metal, especially fish-eating eagles. It's a 4.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So much better.
Zimbabwe. How have we ended each segment on a great flag? I feel like that's just luck. Because I went alphabetically, more or less.
I think we need to give respect to the people of Africa.
Flag of Zimbabwe has been adopted in 1980, and it is composed of 7 horizontal stripes. The color sequence is axially symmetrical around the middle black stripe. From the black stripe, there are red, yellow, and green stripes. Left side of the flag, a white wedge that carries the symbol of a bird carved in soapstone, and in the red 5-pointed star is placed. Blah. Worded so poorly. I love it. The colors were inspired by the flag of the Zimbabwe African National Union Patriotic Front, which pushed for gaining independence of the former Rhodesia from Great Britain. Star recalls the origins of socialism in the country, and the symbolism of colors is as follows. Black represents the African population, the red bloodshed during the struggle for independence, yellow mineral wealth, and green fruitful landscape. White color traditionally symbolizes peace. This is great. It feels like I'm falling into the void in the middle of the flag. And the soapstone bird, like if you just glance at it, looks like it's a bird using a potty. So I like that I had to look twice. This is very, very good. And metal. It's the same, but it's different, but it evokes something. So I'm gonna go with an 8.
Yeah, no, this is an 8. This is a great flag. I kind of wish the star was just gone and we got a slightly bigger Zimbabwe bird. But other than that, no notes. Great job. I can't stop seeing the little bird on the potty now. Thanks.
You are welcome.
It does kind of like suck you in, and then like you fall through it, which is metal. Yeah, it's an 8.
What number did you give it, Matt?
I also gave it an 8.
Whatever you wanted a flag, this flag has.
Well, I need you to give a quick recap while I tabulate. So,
what am I recap? Okay, so for those of you just turning on the podcast,
right.
We have gone through all, how many? 84? Let's say it's 84 flags of Africa.
59.
59? Wow, feels like a lot more. So we've gone through all these African flags, and now Tim is doing some mathematics with his TI-81 graphing calculator to give us the definitive ranking of the metalness. Now, we should say this is only the metalness. We're not talking about, we're not ranking these countries. We're not ranking them in any other way except for the metalness of their flags. And we are ready to hear from Tim what that ranking is.
All right. Do you want to go through all of them from 59 up to 1?
No.
Let me give you.
Let's get top 10 and bottom 10.
That's exactly what I was going to do.
All right.
All right. Bottom 10, starting with 10th worst and going to the worst. Okay. All right. Or least metal. Equatorial Guinea with a score of 3.6. Okay. Burkina Faso with a score of 3.3, tied with Sierra Leone.
Ooh.
Zambia with a 3. All right. In third to last place, we have a 4-way tie.
Oh my God.
Benin, Guinea, Namibia, Nigeria.
Okay.
All right. Second worst. Second least metal, I should say.
Yeah, second least metal. Very important.
Right. Mali. And
wow.
The least metal African flag. Do you want to guess?
Doug, any ideas?
I bet it was in the first or second episode.
It was in the first or second episode.
Was it Equatorial Guinea?
It's a good guess, but no. Equatorial Guinea came up here.
Somewhere.
I can't find it. That was 50th out of 59.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty good job.
It was vanilla. Madagascar.
Oh, shit.
All right, so let's give Madagascar one of these. Not a metal flag. So hopefully take this into consideration. And
I mean, maybe it's time to update
maybe it's
your
time
flag.
to make a metal flag. That had a score of 1.8, significantly lower than Mali at 2.3. All right, let me a quick look here. Let's do the top 15.
Ooh, all right.
Starting in 15th, tied with Cape Verde is South Africa.
Woo!
And we like South Africa, so it's all. These are great metal flags coming up. All right, Tanzania in 13th with a 7.3. Swaziland in 12th with a 7.5. Tunisia 7.8 in 11th place. Zimbabwe in 10th place, tied with Libya and British Indian Ocean Territory with
Oh,
an
right.
8. That's
the
right.
IoT.
Next is 7th place Uganda.
Uh-huh.
Egypt and Réunion both got 8.7. So they're
Reunion
tied.
was the one with the fake flag, right? With the volcano and the
Yeah.
face.
Uh-huh. All right. And then coming in 4th place, Ghana, an 8.8.
Oh, that was a strong flag.
Tied for the second most metal flag is Kenya and Angola
Uh-oh.
Okay.
with a 9. So our most metal African flag.
I know what it
this.
is.
You knew it this whole time. The most metal African flag, obviously, is Mozambique. Supposed to stop the. There it goes. All right. So, and then let's get some applause in here. Except for the guy who's not happy. And then I'll just hit some more sounds while we're doing this.
Just doing the thing.
All right. So, thank you, Metal Nation. We have done every flag in Africa. We're going to move on to another continent in the not too distant future. Hopefully, one with fewer countries.
I
But you
think
never know.
every continent has fewer countries, so that's a plus.
Yeah, we got the big one out of the way first.
Yeah.
You know, but they got some great flags. I'm curious which continent is gonna have the least metal flags, and in the future, obviously, we will be able to use this information to determine which continent is the most metal
Medalist. Flag-wise.
flag-wise. Vexillology.
Vexillologically.
Yeah. So, I believe that is it. So, thank you for listening.
Thank you for hosting, Tim.
You're welcome. Comment, tell us what we got wrong, share it, tell everyone how dumb we are or how smart we are. Either way, it's fine with me. All right, and until next time, Metal Nation.
See you around, you piece of ass! God damn it, enough! I gotta go, now!